Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The Bulls backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Quarterback adapting. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of...
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He rifles one deep to the left. Hauls it in down the sideline.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to...
There he goes! Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, South Florida. Grabbed in the end zone. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete. Good play. By the DB.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Calls his own number. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown! Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa.
And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16.
16, and your South Florida Bulls will take over 1st and 10.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out.
Turning it on! They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. Oh my, he just shanked one. And he will boom that. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Took care of it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was fourth.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Offense facing 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And come. From the gun, give on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Of 3 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great...
South Florida has it back in the Bulls' off. Return to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Football 7. Military stunt canopy.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lindsey. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground, and you want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Incomplete. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.